Alright, well, I was supposed to have done an update, and I've just been way too lazy to do it. That and spring break, it being spring break, or I guess the last few hours of spring break, didn't help matters any, but I'm going to do it right now. Um, Basically, simply put, M.R.A'S 1, Feminist's 0. Okay, we all know that I've been in this little battle with this feminist bitch, and she had opened up a sexual harassment case on me. Now, the interesting thing about that sexual harassment case is that it is still open as far as I know. No resolution has been brought about by that. I, on the other hand, had fired back and opened my own claim against her, not sexual harassment, because that would just be very gross, as ugly as she is, but a harassment claim nonetheless, because she, as well as my supervisor, have been saying some things, not only about men, but also about religion, that were, that I didn't quite like. And at first I was just going to suck it up and just let it go, but you know what? Sorry, 1 second. But considering the way things are, I decided not to let it go, and I fired back. Now, I'm going to play something for you all to let you know that I won. Basically, I chopped off the head and I'm going to show it to you.
Enter your password. Then press pound.
Should be able to hear this.
You have 2 saved messages.
Listen to this.
Saved message. Hey, Cornell, this is Dorothy calling you from Best Buy HR Support. Just following up on that service request that we spoke about. Just wanted to get back with you to let you know we've looked into it, and I did look into it discreetly, so I did not use your name. It looks like that situation is being looked at by the general manager and the district HR manager, and it looks like there's some training and some coaching and some other viewpoint things that's being done there within the store. Any other questions or concerns, feel free to call me back. Otherwise, we're going to note and close out your service request. My direct dial, 314-345-3301. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Yeah, so, proof of my victory. So, what had happened with that is, well, exactly what you heard. Now, interestingly enough, a number of things have been happening since then. First thing, I have been getting less hours. I only work 1 day a week now for about 6 hours. Now, this is being blamed on the fact that the department is not making any money. I don't believe that shit, because a number of other people are still getting high hours, including that feminist bitch that brought this case against me. But you know what? Hey, this job was not paying my bills anyway, so it's, you know, I don't much care. Well, actually, I do care, but I'm not as up in arms about it. The next thing is that despite that, and despite the fact that not only Nivan, the feminist, got in trouble, but also I'm sure my supervisor, Christiana, also got in trouble because both of them were involved in those distasteful stuff, those inappropriate acts. Okay. So I'm sure, I mean, even though I was aiming for the feminist, she got hit also. It went through her and still hit the feminist anyway. As a result, she has been more of a bitch, but it's actually quite interesting. Christiana has been more of a bitch to me, but Nivan actually has not. And, well, even though I've been staying away from her, what I've noticed, like, for example, today, when I went to the department meeting, when I pulled up a chair, I realized 5 seconds after it happened that she had actually said hi, Karos, to me. And I'm thinking to myself, is this bitch serious? She does not realize that we're freaking mortal enemies now. And I'm going to assume that the reason for that, actually I know the reason for that, is that she's not used to a guy like me. She's used to being able to say whatever shaming tactics, whatever ad hom bullshit tactics she wants against men, and they just sit there and suck it up and put their tail between their legs and just live out and just give out little yells and squeals like a puppy getting beaten or something. Okay, she's not used to somebody that's gonna bite her back and kill her. Okay, so I don't know, maybe she likes that, I don't know, but I mean, the fact that she was able to, the fact that she even said hi to me any at all, I'm like, what the hell? I didn't say anything to her, I just ignored her, and I guess she might have felt hurt by that, but whatever. Also, I noticed that she's trying to answer questions that I didn't direct to her. She's always jumping in. I mean, she's did before we had a falling out, but now she's trying to do it again. That's not working either. I'm still ignoring her. I still go back and still ask the question after she answered it until the person that I was asking it to answers it. And of course, she feels bad about that because you can see it in her face. The other thing is that this stuff still happens. For example, despite the fact that she said that there's coaching and training and all that stuff from the recording you just heard, it still happens. For example, the most recent one is where the store manager, my supervisor went and said all this stuff and then went and said, men always leaving the toilet seat. No, sorry, that's my part. She went and said, men always pissing on the toilet and always pissing all over the place. To me, I don't do that. I have proper aim, I have proper control, and hey, ask any of the girls that I've blasted in the face, I have the force of an atom bomb. Okay? Of course, no, before anybody gets that out of context or misunderstand that, I don't piss on them, the other stuff. Yeah, bust in the face. Yeah. Anyway, point is, to which point I went and fired back. Women always fall in the toilet seat instead of looking where the hell they're sitting. And of course, I had a big smile on my face when I said that. So, it's just, they are not used to it and they don't like it. They don't like it. They do not like, because every other dude back there does not own their spine and balls like I do. And they don't like the fact that I will not fall in line and get my ass beat and whipped like all the other dudes. And it's not going to change. So anyway, that's my update. M.R.A'S 1, Feminist'S 0. This is a win for me. This is a win for us. What I can say now is you have seen now what happens when men fight back. We win. So I will say this to really all men, as especially the M.R.A'S. Do not give up. Don't quit. We can win this thing, and we will. We are going to get it. And this right here is just the first step. No matter how big it is, it's the first step. But here it is. It's basically women that handle this thing, and I still managed to get them to not bring any unbiased bullshit. Any biased bullshit, and instead do it fairly, and I won. This is proof. Do not give up, and do not put up with anything that any woman or any feminist gives you that's negative or bad. We are going to win this thing.